Yeah, hello. I will introduce here pattern recognition. Pattern recognition is a subject as its name, pattern recognition. The recognition of the pattern. Pattern is just the description of the object. Object may be any event or person or device, anything else. Before going to recognition, we have to identify the class, how we map the object into a class. So it is called the pattern class. It is a category and it contains set of patterns sharing some common attributes, and they must be originated from the same source. So this recognition is just classification of object to the pattern class. So pattern and pattern class and the recognition, lastly just mapping of object to the pattern class. PR can be said as a science that concern the description and recognition of our attributes with some fixed measurements. PR technique is very important for artificial intelligence and they are used for any decision making system, object and pattern classification as well as the data pre-processing. PR technique can be understood as the learning system of a kid. When a kid learn from its textbook B for ball and C for cat, it's very easy to understand, but he learned without knowing the spelling of B for ball and C for cat. Just see the picture and he tried to recognize. Next day when he saw these type of object in some other places, he just recognized and called to mama, mama it's a cat and it's a ball. So how he recognized? The answer is just human intelligence. In case of human, it is God gifted intelligence, but this is not the case of machine. So we have to train the machine to make it intelligent. So pattern recognition is a technique or tool which support artificial intelligence, which describe the object and give the classification with some measurement. It support our decision making system. Some application of PR, disease categorization, fingerprint verification, face recognition, speech recognition, optical character recognition, texture discrimination, chromosome specification, etc. So, design of a pattern recognition system should consider the application domain. It is totally based on the application for which we are designing the pattern recognition system. A universally best pattern recognition system does not exist. Till now, no such system is designed to 100% with 100% accuracy. So, in this course, we will cover general concept of pattern recognition as well as the cluster analysis, which is very important, how to categorize such elements, and pattern recognition is a supervised learning as well as the cluster analysis can be said as unsupervised learning. With some example, we can see here some example of pattern. This is texture. Different type of textures are captured and they belong to the same category and the images are captured from the same origin. These belong to the class texture. This is the shape, different shapes are here. Here character recognition, these are pattern for optical character recognition. Some characters are captured. Face recognition and here your thumb recognition. Now, some examples of pattern recognitions we have seen earlier. Now focus on a single example how actually the pattern recognition works. So in our problem we have taken the example of sorting incoming fishes on a conveyor according to species using optical sensing. In pattern recognition we use some sensors. So optical sensor, that means camera, we are going to use in this problem. We have to categorize the fish, either it's a salmon or sea bass. the problem analysis of this particular area, we have to automate the process of sorting. That means we have to train our computer system to identify the fish type. So automation of the process on a conveyor belt according to a species, either it's salmon or sea bass. Some steps must be followed. First of all, set up a camera, take some sample images, and last, note the physical differences. Physical differences between the two type of fishes. The differences may be on the basis of length, width, number of shapes and fins, and position of the mouth, width, etc. They are called, in general term, they are called as attributes. So according to these physical differences, we have to note the differences. If we see the step-by-step stages of the solution, first of all, we have to pre-process the raw data from the camera. We have captured the images of fishes, and now these images must be pre-processed. That means we have to identify fish individually from the picture. In the whole picture, multiple fishes are there. We have to identify individual fish, and the part has been divided: fish 1, fish 2, and so on. Second step, segment isolated fish. We have made our database according to fish 1, 2, 3, and so on. We have to now divide the fish number 1's data, the data of fish 1, into some segments, so that the features of a particular fish can be extracted. Next, the segmented data is fed to extraction. Extraction feature may be your length, width, brightness, etc. And lastly, we classify each fish. To which class it is belonging. Step-by-step solution means pre-processing says, in pre-processing, some segmentation operations are used. They isolate fishes from one another and from the background also. From a single fish is sent to the feature extractor. Its purpose is to reduce the data by measuring certain features. The features are passed to the just classifier. Classifier is a machine which is well trained and can classify different type of data. Classification is a process in which we select the length of the fish. Suppose it's a very easy feature. Length of the fish is here the main feature on which we are going to discriminate. If we go through the design cycle, how to design the pattern recognition system. Some phases or the cycle completes start with data collection. First of all, we have to collect the data. Next, feature choice, model choice, training, evaluation, computational complexities, etc. we have to cover. Now come to one, data collection. In data collection, we see how do we know when we have collected sufficient data and representative set of examples for training and testing the system. That means in our case, in our example, when we are capturing the images, how do we know sufficient images has been captured? So there must be a unit or controlling unit as the data collection, which will control and give us the decision how number of pictures are required to train and classify the data. Next is the feature choice. How we will select the features on which we are going to categorize. The feature choice depends on the characteristic of the problem domain. It is totally depend on your problem statement. But the features must be simple to extract. The feature extraction system must be as simple as possible, and they will be invariant to irrelevant transformation. If further transformation happens, no variation will be there, and it also will be insensitive to noise. If outer side noise is available, so no impact of the noise will be there. Third is the model choice. If we are choosing one model and evaluated its performance, it is not as good as we are expecting, so the choice of the model must be another model we have to choose. We have to jump to another class of the model. We have various type of models. Training is just use data to determine the classifier. Many different procedures for training classifiers, and we have to choose for that training the model. We have to train the model, and what type of training we are expecting, we have to choose from the list of the training sets. Computational complexity, that means it is the trade-off between the computational easy and performance. How easy the system is and how well it is performing. This is the computational complexity. That means how an algorithm scales as a function of the number of features, pattern and categories. Computational complexity covers that in future if you add some more features, it will be scalable. How scalable is your algorithm with functions, features, pattern and categories. Last is evaluation. Evaluation means just measurement the performance of the PA, pattern recognition algorithm, PRA. Measure the error rate. That means performance and switch from one set of features to another one. We are expecting some value and we are getting some value. The deviation is called the error rate. Some introduction about the type of pattern recognition. Basically two type of pattern recognition system, statistical and structural. Statistical says the data to be reduced in vector forms, in numbers, and some statistical techniques are used for tasks to be performed. That means everything is converted into the numbers. That means data is in the form of numbers and our algorithm are also in the form of will work on the numerical data. Second, structural pattern recognition. Here data is converted into discrete structure such as graph, pattern or image, grammar, etc. And the technique are also related to the computer science such as parsing, graph matching. In this course, we will also cover how objects should be classified and they will be represented. Second, what algorithm can be used for recognition? Recognition means matching, how the object will be matched to a particular class. So, the algorithm we have to focus, and lastly, how should learning be done? There are three main constraints: the object representation, second, the algorithm for recognition, and third, training of classifier. That's enough for today. Thank you.